This story is about a friend of mine. He was another dealer at the time. His name is Dion, and he was a pretty slick dude. He's a black guy, and his girlfriend worked with her dad and with a bunch of other people. And what their job was, like they would clean out houses, and like this one particular house. The person who owned it, he was old, and he went nuts. And so he went to the hospital, and then from there he was going to go to a nursing home. So this crew went in and had orders to clean the house. So they started cleaning. They started cleaning out the house, and moving stuff into storage and this and that, and they started finding jars of money. They'd be like, "Hey, I found $6,000. Here's 8,000." They're starting to find all this money, so they quit because her dad said, "No, that's it. We ain't doing it. We got to quit." So they quit cleaning the house out, but Dion's girlfriend came over, and she also did meth. She told him the whole story, so. I happened by and he's like, "Hey Joel, we gotta go check out this house. It's abandoned, there's nobody there." And like, for me, fuck man, this scares the shit out of me. I'm not a burglar, And I mean, when I was a kid, I couldn't even take a candy bar from the grocery store or the drugstore. I just get too nervous. But, here I am dealing meth, go figure. But anyways, so he talked me into it, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll go with it. So we waited till like midnight, and so we come up to this house, and out back he has like 3 old antique cars, and they're pretty cool. They're from the 60s, one was from the 50s or whatever. So, we even did the old, put a pillow on the window pane and broke it in and opened up the window, and we both went in, and so now we're inside this house, and this fucking house stinks to high heaven, man. It's like, oh my God, I'm gonna get sick in here, So we started looking around, and I mean, the smell is so bad that I look on the ground, and there's little baby mice that are dead. They just died from exposure to this nauseous gas. And what it was sewer gas. My dad's a plumber, and I know what sewer gas is. So we went downstairs, and this guy, he's in the hospital now, but we went downstairs, and what he was doing, I believe this is what he was doing. He had all this foam, like 2-inch foam, and he had a really fancy DeWalt radial arm saw downstairs. Somehow he got it down in his basement. And he had a portable roto-rooter machine. He had bought one, it's worth $2,000 or whatever. And he had that down there, and his drain was so plugged that his toilet didn't work. So the place smelled so bad, and what he was trying to do, this is my theory, he was cutting all this foam and foaming the whole inside of the basement. I'm thinking so the neighbors wouldn't smell what was coming out of his house. So we're like, holy shit, And so we're looking around, and I found a big jar of coins, And so we took his tools, took some really nice tools that he had, and the garage was locked up. And so we got out of there with a bunch of tools and stuff like that. I said, I gotta get out of here, man. And he goes, well, hang on, let's keep on looking. So we're looking, and I'm walking through, and then it dawned on me that here I am in a house, abandoned house, with no way out except that broken window, And I'm in here with Dion, who was a fucking track star in high school. I mean, this motherfucker never smoked cigarettes, and if push come to shove and we had to run for it, fuck, I'm done. I'd smoked cigarettes for the last 25 years. I'm 15 years older than him, and he used to be a track star. So this ain't looking good. I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. And I said, well, let's get the fuck out of here. And now the sun's starting to come up. So it's like, we got to get out of here. So we set everything outside, and we got the hell out of there. But outside in the front, there was an enclosed trailer, a small enclosed trailer, and it was padlocked and chained to the tree out front, and that was locked up tight. And I'm thinking, God, I wonder what's in that trailer, you know? So time goes on. Dion, he got busted. He went to prison. He got busted at the Mall of America, selling half pound to some girl he knew. She set him up. He's gone to prison. So and then then I'm friends with this one guy, Randy. Randy, who I've talked about him in another episode. His heart exploded from meth. But anyways, so I'm telling me and Randy, he's driving me around, and I'm selling meth. He's my driver, and we drive by this house, and I said, "Hey, you see that trailer there?" I said, we gotta take your car, and we gotta cut that chain or whatever. We gotta hook up that trailer and bring it to somebody's garage and see what's in it. I said, there's something in there, you know. I told him the whole story and shit. So anyways, Randy went a different way. I went a different way. I didn't hang around with Randy too much for some reason. Anyways, I hooked up with Randy about a year later, and he told me that he told somebody about that trailer. And what this guy did is he snuck inside that trailer, basically with a flashlight, opened up the doors and went inside of it and was looking around in everything in there, and he found like $25,000 stuffed in envelopes and shit like that. Yeah, so that was the big score that I missed or whatever, but I didn't want nothing to do with it. It made me nervous. All that shit did. Fuck it, I'll just keep slinging dope. I'm not a thief, you know. I don't know how they do it, but anyways, and that guy's in prison now. You know, then that's just the way it is. But so yeah, that's the story of me and Dion, of that going in that house. And yeah, the shit's crazy when you're up all night. You're up all night and you don't get tired, and everybody is looking for excitement or whatever. But and I had a family at home. I don't know what lie I told them, but I told them some kind of a lie. Told my wife some kind of a lie, but yeah, you know, car broke down or got stranded. I don't fucking know what I said, but yeah, it was very, very stressful to do shit like that. But people do it all the time. So yeah, there's a tweaker story for you. Leave a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. We'll talk to you later.